Hi there, Jus4SweetZ here. This morning I am going to show you how to make a white mocha at home. You know, a lot of us go to Starbucks or coffee houses and we pay $4 and $5 to have a white mocha. And I'm going to show you how to make one in the comfort of your own home for less than $1. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you two different ways. This would be for an iced white mocha, and this is for a hot white mocha. And I have these to-go cups. You can get these actually at your dollar store, or you can get these at Walmart or any grocery store. I usually get them at the dollar store. However, this time I got them at Walmart. So anyway, I filled the milk in there. I'm going to show you well, it's hard to see because the cup's white, but I'd say probably about 1.5 cups of milk. And I went ahead and I just heated it up in the microwave for about two minutes so it's nice and hot. And then I have just regular white chocolate chips, and I put them in a little ramekin or bowl and heated them up in the microwave for about a minute and stirred them. So they're still really thick, but I wanted to pre-melt them before we put coffee in there. So we have those in there, and I'd say there's probably about 3 tablespoons of white chocolate, but you're going to put in as much white chocolate as you want, because white chocolate tends to be on the sweeter side, and not everybody likes their white mocha super sweet, but then there's people that like them extra sweet. So you have to adjust that to your taste buds. So let's get started. We've got the milk. The milk is scalding hot right now, and we're going to go ahead and mix. We're going to make our own espresso. Now, if you have an espresso maker, feel free to make espresso. I do not have one, so I'm going to amp up my regular coffee to taste like espresso using an espresso powder and my coffee out of my coffee pot. And I use a French roast, so this is just another alternate way if you don't own an espresso maker. So I'm going to take 4 shots of coffee because each mocha should take 2 shots of coffee. So I just have a regular shot glass, and I'm pouring my hot coffee in and measuring, and I'm just pouring it into a regular glass just because I'm going to mix the espresso powder in with it. Okay, right to the top. So there we have 4 shots of home brewed coffee. Mine's a French roast, like I said. And then I have this instant espresso powder, and I've used it before in some of my other videos where I've made an iced latte and a regular mocha. So I'm going to take about a teaspoon because we're already using, pretty strong coffee. So I'm going to take a teaspoon and add it into this. This is just going to make it have that espresso flavor and, be much stronger than the French roast that it is. So go ahead and you're going to want to mix that in really well. Okay. Let's see if it has that. Definitely has a strong smell, so I think it's perfect. Okay, so we're going to take half of this, and this is actually really hot because the coffee's pretty hot. So I'm just going to take this towel here. Don't burn yourself doing it. And I'm going to pour that in, and I'm going to use about half for the mocha. And then I'm going to pour the other half in for the iced mocha. And actually this cup is kind of small, so that'd be a pretty strong one. So let's kind of just do that. Okay, so we've got our coffee cut in half, 2 shots into each cup. Now, you can pick your poison, whether you like it hot or cold. Then remember, you only need 2 shots of the espresso powder and coffee, or 2 shots of pure espresso. Now we're going to take our white chocolate, and I'm going to put in about, without making a mess like I just did, I'm going to put in about 2 teaspoons of the white chocolate. And you want to make sure that everything is hot because you want to mix this in. And you're just going to mix that white chocolate in there, and you can see that the color of the coffee, let me get a little bit closer for you, gets creamier and creamier looking, almost as if you're putting cream in there. Now you know why these have so many calories. Now feel free to use fat-free milk if you want to, if you want to get rid of some of the calories because of the sugar of the white chocolate, or just use less white chocolate so it's not, so sweet. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit. You can see the spoon is getting pretty clean because it's dissolving. Now, if you want to add some extra calories to this, you could get a can of whipped cream or some fresh whipped cream and put that on top like they do at Starbucks. All right, so let's get some white chocolate into our cold one. And I'm not going to add quite as much to this one because this cup is not as big. It's tall and skinny, so it's not as big as... Let's get you a little further out here so you can see this. Okay, closer to there. So I added about a teaspoon maybe to this one, maybe a teaspoon and a quarter, but like I said, you choose how sweet you like it. And you just keep stirring until that white chocolate dissolves in there. And if you like it a little sweeter, then you add a little bit more. And actually, I think I'll add just a little bit more to this one. So just about a teaspoon and a half to 2 teaspoons of your melted white chocolate chips. And that's all it is. Just pick your favorite brand of white chocolate chips or your favorite bar of white chocolate and melt it down for about a minute. You could also make white hot chocolate out of this. So delete the coffee and just use hot milk and your white chocolate chips and mix it together and you've got white hot chocolate. So, all right, so here's for our iced one. We're gonna go ahead and pour our cold milk in there. And normally I would be putting ice cubes in right now, but this morning all of our ice cubes were used in my daughter's water bottle and I didn't realize that till I started making the video. So I'm not gonna put ice in this right now, but this is where you would put your ice in, and you would put your lid on, and you have your iced white mocha. Now, feel free to make it in a regular glass. I have it in a to-go cup because guess what? I'm taking it to work with me today. So that is how you make a homemade white chocolate mocha, and you can do it in the comfort of your own home without spending $5 per cup. That would be about $10 right there, and we made it for $1.50 at the most. So let's go over it again. It's hot milk in here. I used about a cup and a half. Cook the milk so that it's nice and hot. We took some white chocolate chips, melted them in the microwave for a minute. This has 2 shots of coffee, which I mixed with some espresso powder. But if you have espresso, feel free to use that instead of the coffee. But this is how to make it without an espresso machine. And then you just want to stir in your white chocolate into the hot milk, let that melt in there, and then pour your coffee on top, stir, and add whipped cream if you want to, or just drink it as is. And you have your very own white mocha that's delicious. Very, very good. And ready to go, and doesn't cost hardly anything. So I just wanted to give you a quick demonstration on that and show you how to do some things at home that can save you money for your favorite habits. And I hope you have a wonderful day. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And God bless. Until next time. Bye-bye.